What's up guys, hope you all are well, welcome back. So in about December or somewhere around there, I made a video saying like summer signings review, and I gave my first half of the season review of our summer signings, how well they've done, how I thought they have done, and what they can do going forward into the rest of the season. So I thought, what better video to make than today than a summer signings review 6 months later. So was what I was saying correct, or did I kind of get a few things wrong? So I thought that's the video for today. So hopefully you guys do enjoy it. Remember to smash a huge thumbs up if you do. Subscribe down below if you haven't subscribed already. Go check out my social links down below, my second channel down below for vlogs while I am away in Europe. So yeah, let's get straight into the video and hopefully you guys do enjoy it. So the first signing we did make under Jurgen Klopp was Marco Grujic. So Marco Grujic was of course signed in the January window, but obviously only came this season. There was a lot of hope that he can become this big player for Liverpool, one of Jurgen Klopp's typical no-name players, building him up into like this really world-class star, and he hasn't really lived up to the hype. Obviously he came from Red Star Belgrade, and no, Red Star Belgrade. Okay, so I was right. So he came from Red Star Belgrade, and it's not the best of leagues obviously, but he came with a lot of potential, and we had a lot of hope that he can deliver, even second half of the season once he's better in first half, and he just hasn't lived up to it. Obviously he's been on the injury table one too many times this season, and he just hasn't been able to recover, injury after injury and setback after setback, and he hasn't found that fluency, that regular playing time, and unfortunately that has hampered him a lot. So it is a little bit too early to judge, but based on what we have seen so far in pre-season and what he can be, I think it is again a very good signing. £6 million, it's a low risk investment. So hopefully he can become this dominating midfielder and prove his worth. Jurgen Klopp's second signing was Joel Matip, and very much like Marco Grujic, signed not during the transfer window, only came during the summer, and again like Marco Grujic, he has found himself on the injury table one too many times, and for Liverpool that hasn't been good news. We've really struggled defensively this season, and we do need him. We did sign him to be our main centre back, and he just hasn't been available. Unfortunately, we have missed out big time, and he needs to really eat some cement and harden up, because we cannot have another Daniel Agger situation. Highly talented and just not on the field, and you can't afford to be paying these huge wages when they're not playing. No matter how much talent you have, if you're not playing and you're not performing, you don't warrant that. So that's kind of a situation where Liverpool find themselves in. Jurgen Klopp has said in an interview very recently that he is looking at a new centre back. He has to find one, because obviously he has been left very short, and he can't obviously have a repeat of the season where he has to have makeshift defenders. So he will go into the market, buy a new centre half, and I think Joel Matip could find himself on the bench. He has a lot of talent, but when he's injured, it's hard to find fluency, and as a centre-back pairing, you need to have a constant pairing who are working together all the time. You can't be mixing and matching all the time, and that's where I do see Joel Matip. Obviously on a free, a great signing, a cracking signing, and he will obviously prove his worth, but overall I do think a very good signing. Then the goalkeeping position of Loris Karius. In the first half of the season, I thought he was okay. He did okay, was playing games regularly, had his chances, and then, that huge stuff-up versus Bournemouth. There was a period there for 3-4 games where he was really costing Liverpool points, and Jurgen Klopp had to make a decision. Bring back Simon Mignolet, and Simon hasn't looked back. He's really in top form right now, really showing the quality he has. And if he does remain in this kind of form, there's no way Jurgen Klopp is gonna buy a new keeper. So Loris Karius finds himself in a very weird position. Signed to be Liverpool's number 1, but now he's gone back to number 2, because obviously he's not proven his worth. Neither keeper obviously wants to be second choice, but one of them has to, and unfortunately I do think it's gonna be Loris Karius, because Simon Mignolet right now is playing phenomenally, really saving Liverpool a lot of points and coming to the rescue. That's what you want from a world-class keeper, and he's doing that. So I think Loris Karius, has his back against the wall. He has to fight hard, really prove his worth, and I think he has it all to do, because there's no way right now Klopp will replace Simon Mignolet with Loris Karius. That's just the fact of the matter. And at £5 million, like I said with Marco, it's a low risk investment. So if he doesn't work out, you recoup the fee, make a bit of profit, sell him on. But he's still young, still got a lot of time to develop under Jurgen Klopp, and he has potential. I mean, you don't go from the third best goalkeeper in Germany, to being a shit keeper. It just doesn't work like that. So he needs to just find his feet, settle down, and then the sky's the limit. The next sign-in, there is no words to describe how good he's been this season. Made the PFA Team of the Year, Sadio Mane. I've said it multiple times and I'll keep saying it, I was wrong. And I don't mind being wrong in this situation, because he is a fantastic player. And when he's not playing for Liverpool, Liverpool are half the team that are, when he's playing. He gives Liverpool something different, the running presence, that pace, that power that we don't have. We haven't had for a long time. And he gives Liverpool that, different dimension. And he's the type of player that you have to rely on in these big games, big situations, to come up with the goods, create something special. And I think Jurgen Klopp got this one spot on. At £35 million, I think the whole fan base was quite, wary of spending this huge money again, and, again on Southampton players. And, he really has got it spot on, and really we have to trust his judgment going forward. There will be players obviously now in this window coming up where the fans are like, nah, don't go and buy him. But guys, he's proven his worth. Klopp really has proven his know-how, he can spot talent. And I'm really happy he brought Sadio Mane to the club. Really changed Liverpool going forward into the Champions League. You need these big players, and he definitely is one of those. Great signing, £35 million. Nothing more to say. A great signing. Player of the, again, I messed up. Team of the Year. What more do you want from a signing? The next signing, again for huge money, was Gini Wijnaldum. And when he was signed, very much like Sadio Mane, there was a lot of negativism. Can I actually speak? Negativity and criticism, like around his signing, and there were a lot of reasons for it. Going to the end of the season for Newcastle, he really was non-existent. The Newcastle fans said that he, showed no heart, showed no desire for the badge, and coming to Liverpool, that's what we are about. Fighting for the badge. This hunger, this desire to win, and if he's not willing to put in the yards for Newcastle, who are fighting relegation, what's he going to do for Liverpool? And in the first, few games of the season, he really struggled. He really struggled to adapt to that, midfield three, and he was caught out. Liverpool were caught out defensively, and he just was not looking like a good signing, I must be honest. And then he just came into his own, settled down, and really made that midfield position his own. Really taken Emre Can out of his place. That's literally what happened. Emre Can had a cracking end of the year last season, and he found himself benched. And Gini Wijnaldum, like I said with Mignolet, he's not looked back. He really has been superb. He does the dirty work of Liverpool. He's one of those guys that go under the radar. You don't really see what he does, but he's just so effective. The only thing we haven't seen this season is his goal scoring ability. So obviously he has scored a few goals, but at Newcastle he scored a shitload of goals, and hopefully we can see that next season. But if he does what he has been doing, doing the dirty work, being Liverpool's main man in the midfield, I'm happy with that. As long as Liverpool obviously find more goal scoring options, I'm very satisfied with that. So £25 million, great signing. Very happy he is at Liverpool, and he'll be a crucial player going forward. So the second last signing is that of Ragnar Klavan. Ragnar Klavan came, as someone who was unknown, not really, well known by the Liverpool community, and it was quite a shock signing. At the age of, I think, 30 or 31, Liverpool fans were quite confused as to why he was signed. And I do believe, and I do believe to this day, that he was signed to replace Kolo Touré. And our experience, we don't have that experience in the side. He's not as bad as people make out, my personal opinion. I think he's an okay defender. not, you know, the greatest, but not the worst. You know, he does the job, a great squad player. You don't need anything more from a squad player. He'll come in now and again, play a few games, do a job for you, and you know, what more do you need? He for me is a decent signing. It was like £3 or £4 million, and you know, you really can't go wrong. Have an experienced head in the dressing room. Obviously, the Liverpool side is very young, very inexperienced, and you do need like these experienced heads. And that's just what it is. So I think great signing, Jurgen Klopp. The last signing, Alex Manninger, yeah, not really much to say. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Remember to smash a huge thumbs up if you do. Subscribe down below if you haven't subscribed already. And I'll catch you again soon. Until next time, see you there. See ya. Bye.